Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Elaina, aka Lady Smash, and y'all, I'm out here cleaning up like I said I was gonna be doing. If you saw my previous video, you saw just how bad my garden had gotten, and yeah, it was definitely time for me to get out here and clean it up. And so I got right to it, y'all. I got right to starting to clip everything down, like all the vines and stuff. If you remember, there were like all these vines over there hanging, shadowing over my table over there. There were some dead ones over here on the side of the greenhouse. Yeah, they were everywhere. They were all behind my raised bed, just vining out. They were vining out under and around stuff in the garden area over there. So I pulled up a lot of them. It's hard for me to get behind that raised bed, so I pulled up what I could. I still have to kind of get back there and pull up some more, but I did get the majority of them. Something is actually sticking me, like I'm being pricked by something. I also tore down corn country. Okay, I actually think that these ones here that's still remaining, I think those need to be cut down too, because the tassels are already like starting to die off, and I see the tips of, well, there's like one corn that may have grown there that the tassels, you know, outside of the corn, the ear of corn is definitely brown, and so that means, you know, it's time to harvest that corn. So I'm gonna harvest that little itty bitty corn and see what that's looking like. I gotta get to these potatoes. That's probably the next thing I'm gonna do. I've pretty much done like one half of the garden, so I still have to do from the blue, like I already cut down the cilantro in the blue container there next to the raised bed, and then the little bucket in front of it. So I have to do all of Tomato Town, all of Watermelon Way, all of Squash City, the herb bed. I want to like kind of prune that down, and then my little kale containers as well. So I mean, it is going by faster than I thought it would. Y'all, this is the damage so far. I've got a whole wheelbarrow full of debris. So I need to go and empty the wheelbarrow so that I'll have more space for more things that I'm clipping off. So that's kind of where I am right now. I just took a quick water break and wipe down break, so that I could, you know, continue on with what I need to do. But I forgot to say, with all of that, I forgot to say, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Elaina, and as you can see, I have a backyard container garden. And it did really well last year, but this year I kind of changed up how I planted some things, and so I didn't do too well this year. But in this second season going into fall, I plan on going back to my original way of planting, how I enrich my soil and things like that. I plan on doing that this time around, because I'm almost positive that that's why I didn't get as good of a harvest as I did last year. So I'm preparing to get my fall garden in order. And so if you're interested in following me on that journey, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and become a part of my garden gang over here. So yeah, you guys, the next thing I'm gonna do real quick is I want to cut the plastic off of the greenhouse, all of that plastic that I had that was over the greenhouse, kind of sheltering it. I want to cut that down. The planters that I had in there are flooded. Okay, they're flooded because it's been raining and there's really no protection. Like, that whole green cover has disintegrated, and so it's time to take it down. So I don't know, I'll probably start cutting down, like cutting up the green part of the greenhouse, just to try to start, you know, taking it down. I'm gonna leave the frame up though, because it does give me places to kind of plant things, especially like seedlings. So I can still put the seedlings in there and maybe kind of make something makeshift to cover them up so they don't get too much rain. But that is the plan. If y'all remember Veronica came back to life, y'all, and I kind of had a feeling that she would. That's why I kept her in that greenhouse, to try to keep her, well, as dry as possible, as I possibly could. and she's actually sprouted 2 shoots, and on each shoot I want to say there's either 2 or 4 cacti growing. So she's coming back to life, y'all. I'll have to find another spot for her or some kind of something to cover her so that she doesn't get waterlogged again and she can thrive. So I'm glad I put her in there. I'm glad I didn't touch her, because she's definitely trying to come back. But yeah, you guys, this is pretty much where I'm at right now. Still trying to get to these ferocious vines and stuff. And so I just kind of want to take care of one part before I move on to the other part. So I will come back in a few minutes with another update of where I am. Really quick before I go, I accidentally cut off my cucumber plant. I had a cucumber that was still kind of growing on this side, and as I was kind of trimming it back, I trimmed the wrong vine and wind up taking him off. The little one that was over there that was growing with the lemon cucumbers over there did the same thing, so they got cut off, and it just is what it is. But I did, let me show y'all real quick, try to separate and organize these guys down here. So as you can see, they're flowering. So I want to put up that trellis so that they can, you know, start vining and doing their thing and then start producing. We've already got some snow peas growing. Need to pick them off. So snow peas are doing good. Y'all, those snow peas are so easy to grow. So yeah, I gotta really get those trellising so they can be on their way. And that is pretty much it for now. So I'm just really trying to get this cleanup done. I really want to get some stuff planted today, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all that. I'm really going to try. It's definitely a cooler day out here today. There's a breeze. The sun is not beating down on me, on my back. It was out for a few, and it, you know, really made me hot, but it seems to be peekabooing in the clouds, you know, and so I'm able to get a lot more done today. So, well, a lot done today. So we'll see. But let me get back to work. I will update you guys in a few. All right. Okay, you guys, so here is the update. I managed to prune pretty much everything in the garden. Okay, I am sweating, dripping wet mess. Okay, eyes burning from sweat. Okay, I need to get in the shower. Yeah, my eyes burning now. I need to get in the shower, take a little rest. It is just about 4 o'clock. It's like 6 minutes to 4, and garbage is full. Okay, got something in my eye. Garbage is full. Okay, found a lot of aphids, a lot of squash bugs, a lot of squash bug eggs and stuff. And so, like I said, I just really neglected the folks this time around, and that's what I get. That is what I get, because I wasn't out here minding everyone, and so they kind of, I don't want to say got infested, but there were quite a few out here. I managed to trim back my watermelon and my cantaloupe. The honeydew melon wound up coming off. They came right off the vine. Like as soon as I picked them up, they just fell off. So the one that was rotten over there with the cantaloupe, I threw away. There was a honeydew like sitting somewhere in the middle here, and there was another honeydew over here. And yeah, I just picked them up and they fell off the vine. Now the banana melon still has a little bit more growing to do, but I did prune it back some. I took a lot of the dead leaves off, pruned some of the vines down as well. And I realized that I had 2 watermelon plants that are still trying to grow. Like they still have flowers on them, but I think they were stunted by all of the other vines that were, you know, among them. So I uprooted a few that were dead. Well, all of them that were dead. Cleaned out some of the dead vines, and I left those 2 to see if they will grow any more watermelon for the rest of the season. I did cut some of the vines on this honeydew, and I don't know if it's gonna grow because I think I cut back too much on the vine, but we'll leave it and see what happens. That one all the way in the back there with the butterflies sticking out was full of weeds. I pulled out all of those weeds. We cut all of Tomato Town down. All of Tomato Town has been cut down. I just have to kind of uproot them because I cut them all the way down to just a stump. Same thing with Squash City. I pulled up what I could, but some of them are still stumps, as you can see. I didn't get to these 2 barrels yet. We'll save that for, I guess, tomorrow. But I did do a lot of weeding in the ground. So this tarp really kind of works out because even though the weeds still grow on the tarp, they can't grow through the tarp. And so it makes it really, you know, the roots are really shallow. Well, the depth of the soil, it's not even soil, it's the wood chips that are broken down into like dirt that makes it like a type of soil. And so the weeds are just really easy to pull up. So I got a lot of the weeds up over here, and then remember there was like a path of weeds. Let me show y'all. My grass needs to be cut again. So over here there was like a whole path of weeds, remember? Well, it was super easy to pick them up because they were just on the surface. So even though it looked like it was a lot, and it still was a lot, they were really easy to pick up because they were just surface weeds. But this is what we're looking like, y'all. Oh, I want to take that corn off. I forgot about that corn. Gotta take that off. That is what the greenhouse looks like now, y'all. It is pretty much just a shelf. I left the backing on it because the backing has not disintegrated yet, and I figured that would kind of block the weeds that would try to come through on that side for now until we figure out what exactly we're going to be doing with this space. Again, I'll have to get something to cover Veronica so that she doesn't get flooded. And yeah, you guys, that's pretty much all I can do for today. Your girl is no spring chicken. Oh, I didn't do potatoes. I think I'll come back out and do potatoes. I gotta get them up. So hopefully they're not rotten, because I waited way too long to be harvesting them. So hopefully they're not rotten. But this is what we're looking like, y'all. This is pretty much the cleanup. Like I said, I was pretty ambitious this morning with everything that I wanted to do. That's always my MO. I'm always really ambitious. But you know, you can only do what you can do. You can only do what you can do. I don't want to push myself too much. The sun is really out here blazing now. It's not as cool as it was earlier. And so I need to get in the house and just relax before I really wear myself out. So I think this was a short video this time. So again, I want to thank you guys for watching as always. And hopefully your garden is thriving, or you're getting ready for your fall garden like I am. Hopefully you're not late. Hopefully you've planted stuff already. If you have, let us know what you're planting. I'd really like to know what everyone is planting for the fall. Maybe it'll give me some suggestions if I'm not too late. Leave them in the comment section down below. And yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Sending y'all love and light, peace and love, and all that good stuff. Happy gardening, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.